The story begins in a mysterious world located thousands of kilometers above the sky. Some soldiers risked their lives and managed to get there. But the very next moment, they encountered the most dangerous and gigantic monster of that world. Jack sensed its presence and immediately submerged his head into the water to hide. Just then, a massive foot appeared in front of him, a sheep to run away in fear. Suddenly, the monster grabbed a sheep and swallowed it raw. Witnessing this horrifying scene, Jack was terrified. Meanwhile, a soldier hiding behind a tree turned back to look at the monster, but the monster sniffed the air and detected his scent. Out of fear, the soldier hid again behind the tree. The soldier, holding his breath, couldn't control himself anymore and suddenly started running. The monster uprooted the entire tree and threw it away. The soldier tried to escape, but his short legs couldn't compete with the monster's long strides. The monster quickly caught up in a single blow. Seeing a human for the first time, it bent down to observe him closely. Just as it was about to pick him up, the captain rushed forward with a sword and stabbed it into the monster's heel with full force, kicked the captain away effortlessly. Then it pulled out the sword from his foot and picked up both soldiers to eat them. Jack watched all this from a distance. At that moment, he realized what a huge mistake he had made by coming here. Sometime earlier, Jack had received several magical beans with the help of a priest, but when his girlfriend, who was a princess, came to meet him, one of the beans came into contact with water and started growing rapidly. Suddenly, the wooden house began shaking violently. Before they could react, the ground cracked open and a massive vine burst through the house, growing toward the sky. The princess tried to run, but a table fell on her. Jack rushed to save her, but the vines threw him out of the house. At the same moment, a wooden door suddenly opened, revealing a path to the princess. But as she tried to escape, the vine slammed the door shut. She tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge. Seeing this, Jack grabbed an axe to cut the vines. But suddenly, the entire house uprooted and started rising into the sky, jumped and grabbed the edge. The vines were growing so fast that within seconds, the house reached thousands of meters high. Jack told everything to the king. When he pointed toward the sky, everyone saw a giant vine piercing through the clouds. The king immediately sent a troop of soldiers with Jack to rescue the princess. Soon, they climbed the vine and reached above the clouds. The captain moved forward and began sliding from one side to the other, as that was the only way to reach the princess. Jack removed his belt and prepared himself, but just as he was about to move forward, the curly-haired man standing nearby suddenly kicked him and pushed him ahead. Seeing such a height, Jack panicked, and while sliding midway, his hand slipped for a clock, and he fell straight down. But luckily, the vines caught him in between. As soon as he regained consciousness, he started climbing up again without stopping. The weather suddenly turned terrible, storms and lightning everywhere. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck a soldier directly, causing him to slip. The other soldiers collided with him and started falling as well. But at the last moment, one soldier tightly grabbed the rope, somehow saving the rest. However, the soldiers who had fallen were now hanging in the air. If they weren't pulled up quickly, Roderick told the man next to him to cut the rope. The soldiers fell from a height of 10,000 feet. Somehow, the remaining soldiers reached the top, and by then, morning had arrived. As Jack turned back, he was completely stunned because above the clouds, an entire massive world existed. Everyone moved forward toward it. The captain noticed fresh footprints on the ground. From that, he guessed the princess hadn't gone down but was somewhere here. As they exited the cave, the sight ahead shocked them. This world was far bigger than they had imagined. They began exploring the area. Soon, they noticed broken branches and signs left behind by the princess. Jack also found the same book he had given her, 709. They realized a dangerous creature had taken her. After that, they split into two teams and went in different directions. Meanwhile, Jack and his companion reached near a river. Subscribe and visit the channel for next part.